I quote that joke from the goat mouth.
UK Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
And coming up for you shortly, it is the Los Angeles Lakers in action against the Los Angeles Clippers. Well, for the Clippers, both players and coaches have talked about the importance of a fast start. They don't want to play catch-up in the standings. Tonight, they'll try to overcome that first hurdle in achieving their goals for this year. And here we are, game one of the new season. Kenny, every team coming in with a clean slate.
Yeah, because whatever you had troubles in last year, that doesn't matter. This is a new year. Be optimistic until proven otherwise.
I'm just looking forward to spending another year with you guys. It's family. And Ernie, you're looking 10 years younger.
Thank you so much. I'm feeling 10 years younger as well.
It's all exercise, isn't it?
And you're looking like, what are you? You're down to what, 275?
No, 575.
575.
Lost 15 pounds.
Yeah.
Wow. Unbelievable.
Kenny?
I grew some hair.
Did you? Yeah, you did.
That's a wig.
All right. You all still there? Good. We'll
miss
see you
you
later.
guys too.
You're looking live and down at the Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles, California. The setting for our broadcast tonight. Welcome, everybody, to the day we've all been looking forward to. The start of a new NBA season on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here along with analysts Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. And we'll be hearing from DA along the sideline all game long. Hey, Dave.
Well, we all saw the media frenzy that surrounded Anthony Davis when his plans to leave New Orleans emerged. He said, the things I do in the community, being a good teammate, playing hard, championships, all that stuff matters the most to me. Between money or legacy, my legacy will win that battle every time. Kevin?
Winning a big part of it, David. Thank you. And here's what the schedule for the Lakers looks like. On Friday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Utah Jazz. And then on Sunday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Charlotte Hornets. And now the Lakers starting group. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Deion Waiters is out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Harrell in at the center, filling out the middle. And for the Clippers, we've got Patrick Beverley. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Paul George. And it's Ibaka in at the center position. And a big summer for the Lakers, trading for Anthony Davis. For a time, Greg, it even looked like they had a great shot at landing Kawhi Leonard.
He ends up choosing the Clippers, which gives rise to a compelling rivalry. The nexus of NBA basketball has shifted to the city of angels. Whichever team you root for, LA fans with a lot to celebrate.
Now here's Beverly. Morris passes to Beverly. It's good.
I like seeing Patrick Beverly attack the interior. Sometimes he becomes too perimeter-oriented.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Well, this is his game. Be proactive offensively, put the defense back on his heels.
Free throw, no good for LeBron. And the GOAT conversation. LeBron has said his motivation is to surpass Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time. Greg, what do you think he needs to do to bolster his case?
I think for the naysayers, the obvious answer is more rings. You look at the other numbers, including those 8 consecutive finals appearances, LeBron is in the discussion.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
George, no good. And so James will bring it up for the Lakers. And it's Davis at the elbow. And it's slammed in by Davis.
High above the rim. Not many guys have that kind of length and vertical. AD, one of the few.
Pass to Morris. Inside, Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
Nice job. Those passes have to be right on the money around the painted area.
Here's Schroeder, and that one's on target from the wing.
Fun to watch Dennis Schroeder operate. He goes about his business with such ease.
Outside Leonard, the tray. That falls. Nice feed that time from George.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
LeBron outside, fires from deep. Paul George grabs the miss. The Clippers have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
That's like a horse shot. A very brave shot to go with, but he got it to go.
Waiters passes to Harrell. Over Ibaka, and again it's the Lakers.
Well, here's the thing. We're used to Montrezl Harrell scoring around the bucket. Now he gets it done from the mid-range.
Here's Leonard. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. Leonard's got 5 points so far.
I can't believe that went in, and I don't think he can either.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Clippers ahead. They lead by 5. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. Now a veteran in the NBA, Serge Ibaka, talked about his role on this team.
I like to do all those little things, running up and down, blocking shot, straight the floor, making open shot, rolling the basket.
And Ibaka, Greg, a great complementary player.
And you like his combination of size and skill, able to impact the game at both ends on a high level.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Reggie Jackson out there with Lou Williams. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Kennard in at the small forward position.
And what was more fun to watch last season than Patrick Beverley checking Kevin Durant in the playoffs?
Patrick Beverley's energy and fight gave the Clippers a chance every night. Obviously, the Warriors' talent won out, but the Clippers made them work every step of the way.
Here's Gasol, following the score by Lou Williams. Off target from the baseline. Jackson against Kuzma. A 3-ball. It's rebounded by Schroeder.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And the shot goes down.
And you have to tip your cap to Kuzma. He absorbs contact well and knows how to adjust his shot.
Here's Jackson, and Gasol sends it back. Morris outside, on its way from Caldwell Pope for 2. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Caldwell Pope's got 5 points in the quarter. Schroeder against Jackson. Fires the 3. Unable to get that one. It's all tied here in Los Angeles. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Kawhi, a big first half for you all offensively, but big first half for them, too. Any concern there?
They're still scoring pretty good, so we got to play better defense second half because we don't know if we're going to keep making the shots that we're making right now.
We'll see who can get some stops, Kawhi. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. They couldn't hold on to the slim lead they had at the start of the second quarter and headed into the locker room with the game all knotted up. And taking a look at the Clippers, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Well, they've been rewarded for dumping the ball inside, keeping the defense honest. You have to mix it up. A little bit outside, a little bit inside. Now that separates teams.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Lakers?
They were strong in transition. Seemed like the guys fed off the higher tempo. Certainly, they definitely got the looks they wanted. Playing an outstanding game. They can keep it up in the second half. They may wear the other side out.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's just that good.
You know, you almost take it for granted. You look at his numbers from the first half, they're just expected at this point.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Checking out the group for Frank Vogel to start the second half. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Dion Waiters. And it's Harrell in at the 5 spot. And it's Beverly missing. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Lakers. And the bright lights of L.A., perhaps too much for some players. But you know what, Greg? Not for LeBron James.
This guy thrives in the spotlight. The Lakers crafting a roster to satisfy his championship ambitions. Off the court, the City of Angels perfect for maximizing his business aspirations.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, we know about Lou Williams' story. The 3-time Sixth Man of the Year may be undersized, but he keeps finding angles to score. Williams said, "I can't shoot straight up. I've always played crooked. It's weird, but it's something I've developed, fading away from guys. I have bigger defenders on me, and it's just about creating space." Kevin, even well into his 30s, Lou Will still does it as well as anybody.
I would totally agree, David. He is always deadly. Thank you. To the middle. That's good from Davis on the assist from Dion Waiters. Waiters got 3 assists in the game. If they time it right, they can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
Here's Leonard from 13 feet. It goes down. Leonard's got 7 points in the game.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And that one's good by LeBron.
Understanding that defenses are going to guard against the drive, LeBron counters from the mid-range.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's George. And the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Here's Schroeder. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
You see the power right there from Kawhi. Absorbs contact and able to convert right through it.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. The free throw good from Kawhi Leonard.
Tight ball game. Who do you want at the charity stripe? This guy.
James looking it over. Wow, huge buzzer beater.
I did not think he was going to get that off in time.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the shot clock, ending the quarter the right way.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Lakers lead by 3. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Clippers trail by 3. Ivica Zubac is out there with Ibaka. Then it's Williams. Then it's Paul George. And it's Kennard in at the shooting guard. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Williams against LeBron. Shot clock at 5. And Davis sends it back.
Good job by AD, not giving up on the play. Tracking the ball, blocking the shot. Appreciate the hustle.
Gasol passes to Davis. LeBron with it. Stolen by George. Knocked away. Stolen by Waiters. Now the Lakers on the break. LeBron is running. And James throws it down.
In a class by himself, no one matches up with LeBron in transition.
And for the Clippers, they're shooting 59% up to this point. They're working for great shots, and they're hitting them. Williams scanning the floor. Here's Ibaka. Count it! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
From deep, James nails the tray.
You know that he's always going to find a way to get the ball in tight situations like that and knock it down.
And the Clippers call time here. They trail by 4. There's 49 seconds left in the 4th. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers talking to the team. He talked about X's and O's, but he also said, hey, guys, we got to trust each other, stick together, and leave it all out on the floor. We'll see if they've got enough left to get over the top, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And that's an intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5.
You know, maybe the most storied high school player ever. It's amazing to think that LeBron's exceeded expectation here at the pro level. Productive trip to the line extended their lead.
In the corner, Ibaka with it. Lets it go from deep. Got it! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
He's been there before, played in big moments of big games. Ibaka coming through in the clutch.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And he does get the second one. And that gives them a 4-point cushion. And the Clippers call time here. They're down by 4. 24 seconds left in the 4th quarter. On the wing, Williams. He's guarded by Schroeder right at the free throw line. It's good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Game on the line. You need a guy who's willing to step up and deliver that sweet loop.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And I don't need to tell you guys, those free throws are big. 2-possession game now.
And it's off from 3-point range. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible. He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
There's the knockout blow. No chance of getting up off the canvas now.
And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. And so the Lakers take the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, the jumper was falling early tonight. Did you have a feeling it was going to work coming into the game?
I just trust, the hard work and dedication that I put into the game. You know, when the cameras are not around, I put a lot of hard work into the game. And, it's my job to translate what I do when you guys are not around onto this stage. And, I'm happy that my teammates allowed me to be the leader, allowed me to make plays for them and make plays for myself. And big-time role win for us.
It sure was, LeBron. Thank you for your time. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.